I just had a thought, and yes, I'm in the dark, but something my nurse said today that led me to think of a concept that if all countries, and I mean all countries, opted for providing universal health care, and I mean not as a governmental level system, I mean providing government our universal healthcare system run by doctors and nurses, guess what would happen? You guys could share information. You guys could share medically complex cases and learn from them. The curiosity would be seen as the most optimal way and form of hands-on education. Students would thrive and really excel and really want excellence in learning more about these diseases instead of just treatment of these diseases, because essentially maintenance is great. However, if we can find a way to prevent certain illnesses through healthcare that isn't reactive but responsive, then maybe all of those medical professionals that truly want a change in medical care could band together to create a system that would not be part of the system run by governmental forces. So that any war, any political party, anything like that would never be allowed to use the medical system as a ficha, as a coin to be tossed around whenever it's convenient, because essentially that's what's the problem. I was discussing this the other day, how Medi-Cal is California is one of the only states with Medi-Cal. And so oftentimes the belief that illegal people are getting Medi-Cal is one of the biggest topics of hatred. And essentially, if that Medicare money was coming to Medi-Cal, and some of those federal funds were used for individuals without social security numbers, the federal government would then have a role to play in holding those people accountable to pay for said medical expenses. However, because the Medi-Cal system was created, new programs were funded to become a sanctuary state. However, it was done through backdoors and concepts that ended up making it impossible for people to receive care in a timely manner. So oftentimes people receive care once they're either already disabled or dying. Essentially, through that universal healthcare system, nobody would fall through the gaps because we are all paying into them. Even people without social security numbers are paying into the Medi-Cal Medicare system through their income taxes. We are the ones who are truly being unfair, stupid fucks without integrity, claiming the American dream when providing a nightmare. And yes, individuals from other countries will most certainly want to come to this country because it may be better than theirs. But what if universal health care existed in all countries? They would never have to leave their country just to look for health care. Americans wouldn't have to go to other countries to use their systems and take money outside of the country, because essentially money would never be a currency in universal healthcare. Education, curiosity, wellness, and health would be those foundations. I'll leave you with that thought. I love you and have a good night.